This week at the House of Mario, Josh and I are going to be talking about our weekend with Pokopia. We've been looking after all those Pokemon, so I hope they're happy with our efforts. If that sounds interesting to you, come on in. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 power star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 353 are open? Question mark? I didn't check at the start. I think we're about there. Very excited today. We've got another Pokemon filled episode. To talk all about that is Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, wonderful to see your beautiful face. How you going, mate?
Hello, Drew. Doing all right, thank you. Hello, everyone listening and viewing. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon, but I think it's a pretty appropriate time with the 30th and how good Pokopia is. So, yeah, very good time to be loving and playing Pokemon, that's for sure.
Yeah, I actually haven't really been on social media much over the weekend, and I even missed some some news for like some major world events, let alone what the vibe is with Pokopia. But is it popping
really?
off? Yeah, I went to work today and I learnt about the fuel shortages and all that. I'm like, oh really? Shit. Damn. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I've just been very very out of it, and
in your own world, Drew.
Yeah, that's why I'm actually I feel quite actually good. I feel happy actually not knowing that.
Bit of shit going on in the world right now.
There is a bit. So I didn't know that. I also is just social media popping off of Pokopia, because I really haven't checked.
It is.
Good.
Yeah. It's incredibly universally acclaimed from what I can see on my socials, and so that wasn't the case with Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl. Definitely wasn't the case with Metroid Prime 4 end of last year, and then definitely Mario Kart World 2. But this game, yeah, hitting off on all cylinders. It's an absolutely phenomenal game. I think it's the best Pokemon spin-off game ever, easily. I'm still holding out to play through and finish it. This could be my favorite Pokemon game ever. I don't know. This is up there. It is really good. It is incredibly well polished and put together. And for a Pokemon game, I'm usually expect the monkey paw, something's wrong with it. But I don't have that here. It's incredibly different and refreshing.
Yeah, I'm just checking the Metacritic. I heard that it was the highest rated Pokemon game. I don't know if that's true or not. It's at 88 on Metacritic at the moment from the critics, which is, yeah, pretty impressive. Very cool. Yeah. Let's jump into our thoughts, I guess. Just off the bat, we were provided the code from Nintendo Australia, so thank you very much to Nintendo Australia for allowing us to have access to the game. But Josh, you've played a lot more than I have. I'd love to hear your thoughts first, then I'll jump in with mine, because I've been addicted to some other Pokemon games over the weekend. I couldn't shake it. I know that I should have played more, but I just I had another region I wanted to go to, but yeah. What's your thoughts on the game, and how's your adventure unfolded so far?
Yeah. So this has been pretty hotly anticipated in our household, Michaela and I. Michaela's this is the one game she's been wanting and zoning in on for months now, and so yeah, Thursday came and we definitely have been playing this game pretty well nonstop. I just checked my playtime earlier today, and it's 15 hours already.
Wow!
So this is
awesome.
It's come out Thursday. This is day 5, so I'm averaging at least 3 hours a day, which for me these days is incredibly high for a new game. So incredibly addictive, Drew. That gaming sort of gameplay loop of you want to find new Pokemon. They all have new and different abilities that help you in the world that you're trying to build. You want to make them happy. You want to make sure they're well looked after. So you're giving them food, or you're building homes for them, or you're doing certain things that they want done, and I take absolute joy in it. I have a really, I want my Bulbasaur to feel happy and warm, and get the warm fuzzies when I build him a new home, or when it's raining outside and Charmander wants a roof over its head. Like, hang on, buddy, I'm gonna make something for you. Just give me 10, and come back and I build a home from him. So, um, it's full of great dialogue and like super in depthful like subtext lore in terms of like the stuff that's left as to why the humans aren't there anymore, and it's weirdly profound and also like mature, that kind of storyline, and it's sort of like it's a nice sort of ulterior sort of storyline to what's happening in the real day when it's just these Pokemon coming. You try and bring them back to this island and wonder where they've all been, and um, it is really a cool surprise when some of your favorites re-emerge or appear for the first time. I've had no idea. I think there's 300 something Pokemon in this game. Like, I've got no idea what the full list is. But yeah, some cool ones are coming back that I really like, and yeah, I just want to be in this world. I just want to keep building it and creating stuff. And I just like, I was in the first area for a while, and I've been in that second area like just alternating between those two, and then it was only just later today that I went to a third area. So I've just been like sort of taking my time and not taking the crit path, so to speak, and trying to like get through this game. I'm really sort of taking that step back and like, no, wait, I want to deliberately not do that straight away and sort of soak it all in. So Drew, if you get on the roll with this game, you won't want to put it down. It's like super super engaging, and yeah, Koei Tecmo, like, phenomenal job, and they should be given more games, let alone a sequel to this with Pokemon going forward.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned the story. I didn't expect to be intrigued to say, oh, where does the story go? Like, just when you're finding the notes of like past trainers and all that, just sort of getting, it's kind of like The Last of Us in some ways, just going around, but
It is.
what happened here?
Yeah.
Like, it's a very similar
Yeah.
situation, I guess, in some ways with the post-apocalypse or, whatever's happened. So yeah, very interesting just to, yeah, I didn't expect to really want to be like rushing through the game to try and get it. I probably won't rush. I don't think my OCD will allow me. I'll want to like maximize each area before I go. So I doubt I'll do that. But I think there'll definitely be a part of me if it's like maybe towards the end where I'm like, what happens? But yeah, don't know. It sounds like people are pretty impressed with the story, and it hasn't really there hasn't been a Pokemon game just in general that's impressed people. I guess Scarlet and Violet did. The end of that was actually quite fantastic. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, just as far as like, yeah, sorry, you go.
But it's just like everything here is like, obviously it's a Switch 2 exclusive, so there's no like chugging issues. Like a game this big running on Switch 1 would have me a bit worried. So, like, first and foremost, I'm glad there's no cross-gen version, like, or anything like that, because I feel like that's, that would have held it back a bit, and I feel Legends EA suffered from that fate by having a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 version in terms of scoping and all that kind of stuff. So this doesn't have that, and everything's just really polished, and in terms of just like moving around, controls, it's just so like easy to do it, and whilst like um like some of the stuff's deliberately like you got to wait for stuff to happen, and I understand why they do that, but sometimes I just want to get into it and just sort of keep playing. But that's just testament to how good the game is and how much I want to play it, straight up. So just really smart with the abilities and how they you get to use them as the Ditto. It's yeah, incredibly well thought out. So yeah, phenomenal game.
Yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me just starting the game, I've played like 2 hours, so I'm nowhere near as much as Josh, and I dare say a lot of the people listening to this. But what took me back is just all of like the little jingles and like Pokemon sounds that play, like when you obtain something, or like just as you're exploring the world. I haven't even got to the part where I'm collecting CDs, and that I'm really looking forward to being able to listen to other tracks that are, I guess, remade and remastered for this game. So that's definitely something that stood out to me. But also just like the Pokedex, looking at the models, like obviously they're not like highly detailed in that, but just this art style is more of what I want from Pokemon. It's nice and bright and colorful. And like just looking at like the models on the Pokedex, I was looking at Bulbasaur after I obtained him. I'm like looking at him like he's so sharp and so cute looking. Like I don't know, it's been a little while since like I guess Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Like a very simple art style, but it's just so nice to look at and so nice to be in that world. And this has like a similar sort of vibe where it is more colorful. I think that's the problem I have with Scarlet and Violet when it comes to the art style. It's a bit more muted than what I'd want from Pokemon. And yeah, this game is just so nice to look at and be in that world. So yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, Pokemon is like basically fully just moved over the Switch too, just already, which is great. So the spin-off is over
Yeah,
there.
not even a full year, and
Yeah, Winds and Waves is coming exclusively to the Switch 2 as well. So seems like typically they seem to hold out a little bit to try and make the most of that install base. But I guess there already are so many Pokemon games on Switch. It's like, well, they can play them if they need to. Like,
yeah,
go and buy one
we
of
got
them.
we got champions, don't we, coming to Switch
Yeah,
and
yeah.
mobile?
Yep.
So
Play
that one
that.
is as well, and then we never know. There might be some other ones, but
Mm.
you know, I would tend to think, if it needs and benefit greatly from, a Switch 2 exclusive, then I'd like to think that's where they go. If they do another Pokemon Puzzle League, which I love them for them to do, like that could be a Switch game, couldn't it?
Yeah,
You
for
can just
sure.
make it
Yeah.
like that. So we might see a little bit of that going forward, but yeah, just like yeah, you touched on like the throwback stuff. This is I think like one of the like such a great game to like coincide with the 30th anniversary because it's a lot of Kanto jingles from back in the day, remixed and sounding like never sounding as good as they do right here and now as you're playing this game. So, um, as a Gen Oneer from the start, playing these games and going through, Kanto gets a lot of love, which I wonder if like people a bit younger than us how they react to that. But for me, it's like I do like that. So, no complaints from me here. So, yeah, it's been a pretty wonderful throwback to Gen One days.
Yeah. I I was thinking this like today or yesterday, whenever like I would love to talk to like an 11-year-old who like loves Pokemon and be like, what games do you like? What are your favorite Pokemon? Like sort of get an understanding of what a few generations after us like really like about the series because it's obviously so popular with kids today. Like, did they, play Fire Red and Leaf Green and fall in love with it as well? Like many years after it come out, did they play Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and like fall in love with the Kanto region that way, or is it something in the distant past where that's the Boomers region and they're all about Paldea, making sandwiches and shiny hunting and going to Area Zero? That's their life. That's their nostalgia.
Belly bolt, all that kind of stuff.
It's all belly bolt. Oh, love a good belly bolt.
The big
I
belly
always
bolt.
forget the name of the coin guy. I always forget the name of him, and I'm like, he's one where I look at him like, I don't know, I don't like him. He makes me feel like a boomer. Like I love a lot of the newer Pokemon, or I feel indifferent.
Gimme Ghoul, is that the one? Number
Gimme Ghoul.
1,000?
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. I look
Yeah.
at Gimme Ghoul. I'm like, he's really hard to obtain too. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that much effort for him. But the Pokedex cools, Josh. So I might have to one day. The
Number
days
1,000. That's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. It looks like one of those sticks of cheese. You like rip the
Cheese,
top.
the fun cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like
Okay.
that. And
Yep.
maybe that's a reason to like him. Maybe that's a reason to like him. Bit nostalgic. I remember eating those cheese, just tearing them off, gobbling them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while though. Haven't done that in a little bit. Um, but I guess with just the gameplay loop, Josh, you've played a lot. You've been obsessed with it by the sounds of it. You've been playing 3 days or 3 hours a day, just
At
on
least.
average. What's been keeping you going? Obviously, there's a massive gameplay loop to this where you've got different challenges, you're getting currency, you're making Pokemon happy, and it all sort of feeds into each mechanic. What's been the aspect that you've really liked about it? Have you been liking just making Pokemon happy and buying things, or do you like creating, like doing the Animal Crossing, setting up your village type of gameplay? What's been really driving you to put those hours in?
Um, I think a bit of everything because I think the first couple of days, I went through that first area, wanted to like make the Pokemon happy, find some things, sort of get some items. And it wasn't until maybe the last 2 days where like I've sort of stayed in the first two areas, but I've just like clean things up a lot more. Like there was like materials blocking the paths, and stairways weren't clear. Like today, I built a bridge connecting two sort of like areas because I would like go the long way around for a while. I'm like, no, I just want to build a bridge. So I just sort of took the time to gather materials and make that to a reality. So, um, yeah, I've just sort of like had different ways of playing the last, first couple of days to today, where I sort of really, in the last 2 days, sort of really taken that time to sort of step back. So, um, I suppose this game kind of like the tutorial's quite limiting, Drew, and you kind of like I felt like I was like, here you go, straight like near straight away, like it's like 20 minutes or so, then like here you go, and you're kind of like, oh, I can do anything really, so I can explore and sort of like do things. I don't have to follow the story if I don't want to, and it doesn't exactly force you to do that. So obviously you need to progress it eventually, but you can spend ages in that first area and just sort of build things up if you really wanted to. So um, I found that really like fun as well. So like if you just want to spend a bit of time just sort of grinding, getting like wood to get to turn into small logs to turn into lumber to build a house or something, then you can do that. So um, yeah, I sort of like the idea there's a bit of time management as well, because like certain Pokemon will do certain things, like Scyther will cut up and create the lumber for you. Onyx can crush things, so you can like crush berries, and you can use it as paint and different colors and things like that. Any fire Pokemon can turn clay into bricks, and sort of so you give them the material, and it takes them like 10-20 minutes to do it. So you got to come back after a while and sort of check in on them, that kind of thing. So you've always kind of got things on the back of your mind. I want to do this. So, okay, I'll do this because this will take the amount of time I think it will take before I come back and get the bricks to make the house I want to do, that kind of thing. So, um, yeah, it really clicks for me in that sort of fun loop, because you're sort of exploring around, doing things. Like, I'll go to a new area, I want to work out what town it is. And so, like, trying to read and understand the text, and, like, okay, so, like, I think this is X city, and Michaela and I had a really cool moment yesterday, because she's like, "Oh, there's something here, like, and it's more like fiery, volcanic than, or it wasn't anything like that in the original game, because I think it's this game or this town."
Mm.
And we sort of talked about it, and then like I think we pretty much confirmed that, yeah, I think this is it. And then we saw a big clue, and like, yep, this is the town we're thinking it is, and sort of like, oh, this is really cool because it means that this has happened, and blah blah blah. So um, yeah, it's just everywhere you turn to, I'm just sort of engaged by it. So, and then that exploration kind of aspect of it's very, very cool here.
Yeah, yeah. And with the tutorial being so, I guess, not limiting, it is nice for a Pokemon game to sort of let you go, because the tutorial for like Legends ZA was painful and very long. Like it was just like, follow the trainer, don't go this way, don't go that way, and it was like 2 hours of it. So it's nice that this just lets you go, because like I just went off and collected stuff and had a look around and picked things up, like, and that was nice, just like, yeah, just nice and relaxing being able to do that. So I'm glad that it wasn't just, the funnel wasn't too directional as far as like what you had to do. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. It is funny too, like when you press the X button and like your menu comes up with your inventory, like they just ripped it straight out of Animal Crossing, just ripped it straight out of it. It's hilarious. It
Yeah.
really is.
Even some of the sound effects, Drew, in the reactions, like the surprise one, like that's straight from Animal Crossing. Like they've just literally, like, one team in Nintendo's just like done a copy C and then copy V, copy paste, sent it over email or whatever, shared file source, whatever. Here you go, guys, have at it, and they've just used the same assets. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I guess if anybody can copy it, I guess Nintendo can copy their own homework to some extent.
Yeah,
Just like,
that's right. They're not going to sue themselves, are they?
no, well, you know, you never know. Pokemon get a little bit crazy sometimes, you know.
They're the government, it's the US government, so yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I read that today. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
See what happens.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, we're gonna be playing this for a very long time. Like, yeah. It's
Oh yeah.
I was like listening to like a review discussion from Kind of Funny, one of the guys on there, that they played it for like 100 hours to like wrap up the main story. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Obviously that'll vary for like, I guess depending on how much time you put into like really rejuvenating each area, but yeah, crazy.
yeah, yes, very crazy indeed. Like this will be. I think we talked about how big this game would be going into it. Just this Pokemon slash with this Minecraft look slashed with Animal Crossing and Dragon Quest Builder kind of gameplay. Like it's going to be huge. And it seems like there's going to be a bit of content and updates to keep it going from what I think data mining sort of confirmed. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big, and a lot of hours going to be spent in this. And Nintendo's done it again. There's the world's at war or crisis, and here comes Nintendo with another incredibly addictive game. They've done it in March 2026, and they did it 6 years ago in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, thanks Nintendo. There's a pattern there though, so is it their fault? Is it Nintendo's fault?
Yeah, if it makes it easy for everyone to think so, then yes.
So yes, blame the video game company.
Correct.
Certainly isn't another bloke's fault, is it? It's the Japanese video game company. Oh, those bastards. No, yes, no, I can't wait to play some more. Yeah, I've just been, I've like this other game I was playing. I was thinking about it all day, and like doing team building and all sorts of things. So I'm like, that's where I wanted to be that weekend. But looking forward to playing them a bit more. And Josh, I dare say you'll be talking about this game for months and be playing a bit over your holiday too, probably.
Yeah, correct. This is definitely going to get some good mileage on the flights to and from New Zealand, and we're going to be pouring many hours to come. I can't wait to find out the story, but also like I can wait because I want to enjoy everything in this game, and not a lot of games I can feel and say that like straight away I want to like pour a whole bunch of hours into this. A lot of the time it's really having a good time, but want to keep things moving along, kind of get that story progress, that kind of thing. This is definitely not the case. So this is that Switch 2 exclusive that will move systems, and it's gonna really bump the numbers because like anecdotally I'm hearing like we've got some friends already who've bought a Switch 2 because of this.
Oh, really? Cool.
So if that's everyone's maybe got a story like that, then like we're seeing this game sell out a lot. Like, is this because Nintendo in Australia here at least hasn't stocked up enough, or is it a bit of both? And the demands really high as well. So who's to say? We'll find out pretty soon when the numbers quarterly come through.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely got the most potential out of pretty much all the Switch games except for like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong to actually get people to get the credit card out and actually spend the money and buy a brand new Switch 2, because like as much as we enjoyed other games, like they're not the type of games to motivate you exclusively to pick up the system. But yeah, this one is definitely tapping that Animal Crossing community as well. That is massive, and even though we got the 3.0 update in the Switch 2 edition a month ago, a whole new game, brand new content, all of that. Like, yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people are looking for. But yeah, I hope it goes well for them. I dare say it will. Like, I've got like a lot of criticism for like I guess Pokemon over the last few years, but it's stuff like this that I want to see. Like when I'm talking about spin-offs, I don't want to see Pokemon Friends on your phone. I don't want to see like another gacha game, all of this type of stuff. This is not the type of content I want to play, and it's definitely not the type of content I want to expose to my kids. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just really well-made, thoughtful, like Pokemon games outside of the box from the RPGs. So, yeah, I hope the Pokemon Company and Nintendo partner with keep partnering with other developers that can do this. Like Bandai Namco with Pokemon Snap was like great, and this one is just a match made in heaven. Like I feel like Koei Tecmo and Megaforce, like that publisher and developer, very underrated. Very underrated. People need to play more Koei Tecmo games. Like, just like even like the Warriors series, the Warriors games they make for Nintendo, like the Atelier series, like a fantastic RPG. Like, yeah, people should go and check out some more of their games for sure. And not that I've played And I fall in that category too. I didn't play Dragon Quest Builders or anything because I'm not like the biggest Dragon Quest fan. But yeah, when you pair it, obviously they've paired it with Pokemon, and they've been they're going to get rewarded quite well. Um,
Correct. They're in a winner, that's for
yeah.
sure.
Did Michaela end up getting a physical copy of the game? Was she able to find it? Because I was reading that it's sold out pretty much everywhere, and Compi in the Discord was saying that he couldn't find a copy. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah. So so she hadn't pre-ordered one until 2 days before, but she was hearing murmurings of
mm,
excess. Some places starting to sell out. So we pre-ordered one for her at JB Hi-Fi, and luckily we got it on the same day. So um,
cool.
funnily enough, I went at the start of my lunch break, and her copy wasn't there yet. But they said it'd be there in the next hour, so I just came back later, and it was there. So phew, thankfully we were part of the first shipment, or sorry, the same day shipment at least. Um, the JB Hi-Fi in the city I went to in Adelaide, they said that they had only been given 19 copies initially.
19.
So the biggest JB Hi-Fi in Adelaide only got 19 copies to sell day one, and obviously that had pre-sold out. So we weren't part of that, but we were part of the next batch, which is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
that is.
just feel that like not enough stock. So that makes me think there's not enough like games out there to sort of meet that demand. So there might have been like a bit of Nintendo not quite thinking it'd be as crazy as it was sales wise.
Yeah. I haven't bought any physical Switch 2 games. But judging by my local Big W and local EB Games, I wouldn't be very confident to walk into a shop to get any new release, to be honest. Like, they just don't seem to be stocking that many of them. I would feel a bit more confident, to be honest, with like a Pokemon game or Mario Kart or, one of these big Nintendo games. I feel like they'll stock them, all right? But doesn't seem to be the case, which is maybe Nintendo's like, oh, well, I guess it is on a key card. The internet said nobody wants it, so, oh, well, we won't bother. We won't put them out there.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. that Nintendo might have been feeding into that, thinking, oh, more people just buy it digitally, but no, people still want it physically, even if it is game key card. It's still, you can still on sell it. That's the other big perk of game key card still. So yeah, it's a bit of learning still, I feel, from this new world that we're in now.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly, I was thinking about this the other day too. I just ponder. I'm thinking about Nintendo, and I'm thinking about the covers on game key cards, and I honestly wouldn't have a problem with game key cards at all if it just had a reversible cover, and you could just reverse it, and that text at the bottom goes away, and it's just a nice clean cover. I honestly wouldn't have a problem with it.
Be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be great. I think that's such a great little extra thing that would cost next to nothing extra that they should do.
Well, it wouldn't, because they already print something on the other side, but it's just meant to be viewable through like the see-through like red case. But yeah, I feel like Nintendo or any other publisher just do a nice clean version where you don't have to put all the legal stuff. And that goes for like Switch 2 editions and everything. Like everything that just has that ugly text that just completely ruins the box art. Just do a reversible cover. So you get it. It's like, oh, this is a Switch 2 edition. I understand that, yes, this is the Switch version included with the Switch 2 upgrades and the DLC, blah, 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 blah. And you get that bad boy out, you turn it around, you put it on your shelf, and you feel satisfied with your $110 that you spent. But yeah, this is the type of thing I think about every now and again. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just give us a reversible cover. I see some people like printing their own covers to put in there. I'm like, that sounds like a good idea, but it's like, what paper do you get? Do you get the same quality print? Like, there's a lot that goes into that too. I don't know. But, don't know. I feel like I would. If I was like actually putting these things on my shelf, I probably would look into printing an actual like case for it. That sounds a bit psychotic though. I'll just download it, I think.
Yeah. Maybe one day. You don't have to do it straight away, but there's always an option too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on Etsy today, like looking at like Game Boy Advance cases that people make and print with like the DS cases, where you can just like slot it into the Game Boy Advance slot on the like in original DS cases. I thought it's a good way to display your games. And like a lot of people do that
Yes.
for like modern consoles, like custom artwork for like Switch and Switch 2 games. There's really cool Splatoon ones with like beautiful artwork on it, and Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm like, this is a cool little
Yeah.
niche. Your own custom um, artwork on your games. That's quite nice. Especially, yeah, like I said with Switch 2, it all looks kind of ugh, just with how it's printed with all the all the words on it. So I was like, oh, but yeah,
It is.
yeah,
One of the worst things about Switch 2 at the moment is the covers are physical, and yeah, they don't look great. And, and
yeah.
and as Nintendo fans, most of us do buy physically still, and so it's such a little annoyance for collectors, really.
Yeah, because like I feel like that is actually like honestly my biggest hang up just with Switch 2 editions and key cards. Just like all the crap on the cover. It's like it doesn't look good. It doesn't make me feel good about buying it. But um, I feel like it doesn't bother me too much that the game's not on the cartridge. But I know like a lot of people care about that, which is fair enough. Because like one day you might not be able to download it. Like, oh, what do I do with this bit of plastic? And to that I say, I don't
What
know.
do I do?
Don't know. I mean, in all honesty, by the time that's a problem, your Switch 2 will be that broken and cracked and all of that you can just put probably some custom firmware on it and just make sure you still have access to your games. But no, you wouldn't have to worry about
Yeah.
that. Yes.
No,
All right.
correct.
Anything else you'd like to say about Pokopia, Josh, before we I guess we move on to some other stuff we've been playing?
Um, I love Slowpoke's little moment in this game, and for those who played it, you might have played it already, Brew. I thought that was very
I
funny.
haven't. No.
No, when you come across it, I just thought it was hilarious, and I think it just speaks to how like smart they've integrated Pokemon. So in this game,
Does a
so
shelter come
Slowpoke's
and
little
like bite his tail or something?
nothing. No, not what I've seen. No, not quite like that.
Okay. Bite his head. Turns into a slow king.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
No,
Excellent.
no shinies in this game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I remember seeing some people ask,
Oh,
but no shinies. That's a little bit of a missed opportunity. But yeah, how would would you be able to integrate that well into the game? You reckon? Like you'd set up your environment and
no.
wait for
Yeah.
Pokemon to spawn. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Thought maybe, but yeah, not sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, next game.
Yeah, no bugger. I'm not playing it anymore. No shinies. What's the point? I want that golden oddish. Yeah. All right. So I don't know. Have you been playing any more of I guess Pokemon Fire Red?
I did a little before Pokopia came out, and I haven't played since Pokopia has come out. Um,
And you
I
started
had my
died in your
first.
Nuzlocke.
Did I tell you I had one casualty from my Nuzlocke run?
No, I don't think so. Who died?
Punch the monkey, my Mankey. He
Oh no,
passed
you did
away.
say this
So
last week. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I did.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I've had no deaths since, but I'm 2 badges in. I'm in Vermilion City. So only played, probably for 1 or 2 times since we last met, and then obviously Pocopia's got in the way. So yeah, not much more to add.
Yeah, no, fair enough. It's funny because you explained to me last week about like Punch the Monkey, this viral sensation, all this. I'm like, I literally never saw it. When I was I can't remember if I was
Well, I was
just
the same till Michaela told
yeah, I was just like I get all my news from Josh when I talk to him. Um,
me.
I think I was swiping on YouTube Shorts or something, and like somebody was streaming Fire Red, and they had a Mankey could punch too. I'm like, all right, yep, fair enough. this is
Yep, there it is.
this is yeah. Obviously, it is something big. Yeah, I still haven't seen anything about Punch the Monkey. Yeah, if it's not on my YouTube, I don't
Yep.
see it. Like, yeah, my YouTube is the
Yeah,
only thing I
I
scroll on.
and I really don't know much about this stuff until Michaela tells me no either. I don't have Facebook or Instagram or TikTok on my phone these days. I've uninstalled it, and I think mentally I feel a lot better. So it's when I'm on my computer, I can access it. So it's very like only every few days instead of every 20 minutes. What it used to be like, what it used to feel like anyway.
Yeah, Yeah, I totally get that. My YouTube algorithm is just trained in just random obsessions that just it targets me with. Like, oh, you've been looking a lot of
Pokemon and handhelds.
yeah, no joke, absolutely. It's exactly where I want to be though. It's like, look, I don't want to know
Yeah,
about.
well, that's it.
I don't know. I don't want to know
Sure, you got no
what
complaints.
else is going on in the world. Just rock up at the petrol station. No, we're out of fuel. Really? Huh? What caused that? It's crazy.
What's happening here?
Punch the monkey. Yep. Like yeah, all this stuff. Don't know about, but I do know. But I've been playing a whole lot of Pokemon Emerald, Josh, and even to the point a brand new Pokemon game comes out, a very very different experience. And like I played Pokopia the night it came out, had quite a good time with it. But Friday night comes around, and since that time, all I've been thinking about is like the different Pokemon I want to train for the Battle Frontier. And I've been really into just like, I guess, thinking about teams that I want to take in there. But I guess just to take a step back and maybe recap some stuff from last week. I decided to play Pokemon Emerald because playing through Fire Red and Leaf Green, I'm like, I'm really enjoying this, but I want to play Emerald. And this year, a New Year's resolution for me was to start my Pokemon Emerald Forever save. So the save I'm going to have forever. It's going to live on. I'm playing on like other handhelds, but once I'm finished, like once I've finished all the retro achievements, once I've beaten the Battle Frontier and done some shiny hunting and all of that, that save file is going to be uploaded back onto my Pokemon Emerald cartridge. And a lot of the reason I'm doing this is obviously I love the game, but all of it comes from a place of regret as well. As we know, when we're kids, you know, we play the game, then we reset to do the adventure again, to play with a new team of Pokemon. And I had an amazing time with Pokemon Emerald with my two best friends at the time, Adam and Jordan. We completed the Pokedex together. We helped each other. We, you know, trained certain Pokemon, traded them for the Dex entry. My friend Jordan, he was good enough to find a Feebas and evolve it into Milotic. And I'd actually never done that before. I never caught a Feebas by myself before. And I did that, like caught a Feebas. I'm like, cool. This is something that, 12-year-old me never did. But yeah, completed the Pokedex, all of that. And that save file that, you know, I worked really hard on, that got erased. And currently at the moment, my Pokemon Emerald save file is like in the middle of the game. And it's always been something at the back of my head. Like, man, I wish I didn't reset that. I wish I kept it.
That sucks.
Because I think the first game that I'm like, all right, I'm not resetting after my initial playthrough was Pokemon Platinum. So I've got like I think it was Platinum. It was Platinum. It was definitely Heart Gold. I remember that I put a lot of effort into EV training and like training up like good Pokemon. And that is my original save file for Heart Gold. So I really wish I had that for Emerald. So a lot of this is being able just to recreate that save file and also do some, I guess, more technical aspects like the Battle Frontier and things that I couldn't do as a kid. And I'm just having a ball with it. Like it's doing the retro achievements is making me just really focus on just basically wringing every drop out of this game. Like going and like just doing every side quest, pick up every item, you know, catch every Pokemon. Like once you master the achievement list, you would have literally done everything that you possibly could in this game. So I'm really enjoying that. That's a nice aspect. I've always thought to myself, like forever, that like achievements are perfect for Pokemon because Pokemon is about collecting, checking off boxes, collecting badges. So just more things to collect in the form of achievements is a lot of fun. So I'm really enjoying that. But my focus since beating the game has been like, all right, I'm going to build some really great competitive Pokemon. So I've been talking about YouTube algorithms. My YouTube algorithm has been a lot of specifically Gen 3 Pokemon. And Gen 3 is in a good place at the moment. Obviously, with Fire and Leaf Green coming out, there's a lot of interest in it. But also just like the stuff I've been looking at. I found this YouTube channel, and I found out at the start of the year, I think. Let me just make sure. Let me get his name right. Nostalgic Nighthawk. So Nostalgic Nighthawk, he's just like this really chill dude. Does like just like kind of like just chill journal slash vlog content. He's talking about like what he's doing in
Yep.
Pokemon Emerald and Fire and Leaf Green. Just really nice and relaxing. And he does this
Nice.
podcast called The Trainer Loadout as well. So he gets guests on and he brings them on to talk about what teams they've trained for the Battle Frontier. I'm like, dude, have you made this for me? Have you made this for me? My current OCD, my obsession at the moment, where like I'm literally thinking during the day, like I'm thinking about like Skarmory, like how I'm going to use that in the Battle Frontier. Always been one of my favorite Pokemon, especially to use in Pokemon Emerald. But I'm thinking to myself, like, while I'm listening to this podcast, someone's explaining what their strategy with Skarmory, like give him great special defense to defend him against electric attacks and fire, which is basically his biggest weakness, but also have him as more of like a setup Pokemon. So the only attacking move he has is that I'm going to use is Aerial Ace. So it's not the strongest attack, but it means that it can't miss. But also the other moves that I've put on my Skarmory is Whirlwind, Toxic, and Spikes. And I just
It's very tactical. And
yeah, I can't wait to use it because the
yeah,
idea of like setting up spikes and poisoning them, and then if I don't want to go up against that particular Pokemon, I can whirlwind it out and force another Pokemon to come out into the spikes. So just like stuff like that, I'm like, I can't wait to actually do some of these battles. I haven't done any with the Battle Frontier yet. I'm sort of in the process of getting teams together and team building and things like that. So that's where like a lot of my brain has been over the last couple of days. I just want to do that. So I will do just that.
cool.
That's exactly what I've done.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been just so much fun. Like this is I'll be playing Pokemon Emerald like over the next year. This isn't something I want to smash out in a couple of months necessarily. Maybe if I'm super obsessed and I can't stop, maybe I will, but it's definitely not the goal.
Yeah.
Like I have other games I want to play, including Pokopia, but it's just what the heart wants.
Drew, you get to, every year you're playing Pokemon Emerald in some shape or form, I feel. So definitely,
Yeah.
your favorite game. So, so the achievements are really interesting, and obviously it's not like you're playing a ROM then to do that. Would So because it's a ROM, it's not going to be able to sort of. There's no way to get that officially on a Nintendo device, is there? Like through Pokemon Home, is there?
Oh yeah, no,
Without
100% there is. Yeah, I can like that.
there is.
Yeah, so the ROM I'm using, I've got a device called a GB operator. So it's you slot your cartridge into this GB operator, and that plugs into your computer. So you're able to basically rip the ROM off of your official card, take, and
Nice.
you can download and upload your save file. So my idea is once it's all finished, like I've got my forever Pokemon save, it will be put back onto the cartridge. So yeah,
Okay, so official still.
yeah,
But you're getting the achievement as well. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Nice.
yeah. So I'm
That's
playing.
cool.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm playing it on
That's
like
awesome.
my other handhelds. Like I've been playing on my AYN Thor, and it's been great for that because like I'm playing it on the top screen, and on the bottom screen I've got a map where like I'm looking for hidden items and things. I'm just like sort of scrolling, just like, oh yeah, there's a trainer here. There's an item here. Like I'm sort of like, yeah, just absolutely combing this map, which is yeah, just been really great. And when I'm doing some grinding later on, I want to put some Pokemon movies on the bottom screen too. I want to watch Destiny Deoxys again. Like that's on the tip of the mind, or tip of the tongue, tip of the mind, front of the mind. I don't know. My analogies are a bit off there,
The
but
tip of the tongue,
tip of the tongue,
top of your head.
tip of the Willy. That's where that's what I meant to say. No, not quite. But yeah,
He really loves Pokemon.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I was sort of like, I will say, I guess just from an ethical point of view, like, are you using any hacks, Drew? No, I'm not. But I did give myself plenty of items in this game. I downloaded a program called PK Hex. And it allows you to basically edit your save file. And what I've done with that is
Okay.
in Generation 3, your resources are so limited. You get 1 TM and that's it. For like, Toxic and Earthquake and a lot of these, you've got 1 TM. It's a
Mm.
one use only. And like for things like that, I'm like, look,
You'd never use it.
yeah, that's right. I just end up hoarding it. I'm like, oh, look, I don't want to
Yeah,
waste
that's
it.
right.
So
Waste
look,
it. Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like when I find a TM, I keep it and then I put my save file into the thing. I click, I want 5. And same with like master balls too, because like I gave myself 10 master balls because like I'm looking for particular natures on these Pokemon. So like I don't want like I I was soft resetting for a Latios with a modest nature, and to do that I had to save. Like you beat the Pokemon League, it saves, and then the nature generates when you go to the TV after you finish the game, and you got to select if you've seen Latios or Latias. And so the the procedure to like shiny hunt that, well, not shiny hunt it, just nature hunt it, was basically, yeah, go from your room, see the TV, fly to just above Slateport City, go in and out the door, use repels, and just eventually it will show up. Sometimes it showed up very quickly, other times it took forever. So just each nature check maybe took 10 minutes. The longest was 20 minutes just because the bastard wouldn't show up. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Okay.
wanted to use my Master Ball for that, and then I want to get good natures for the Reggies and Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. So I'm like, look, just give myself Master Balls. Like, it's not hurting anybody. I'm not like giving myself like some majorly overpowered Pokemon that's illegal or anything like that. So yeah, I don't feel too bad about that. But yeah, if anybody has an issue out there, it's like, oh, you can't give yourself more Master Balls. So well,
How dare you, Drew?
yeah, how dare I? And like I feel like a lot of like the maybe not with the Master Balls, but in the new games, like a lot of these resources and all that are just built into the game. Like a lot of quality of life features in Scarlet and Violet, like TMs are reusable, like IVs and EVs that it's just you can basically just find items to maximize it all. You can make any Pokemon as good as it
Mm.
can be. Whereas in these games, it is locked in stone. Like your nature, there's no nature mints. IVs, there's no bottle caps. There's no golden bottle caps to improve those. And EVs, yeah, you can't just pump vitamins into them to maximize them. So yeah, no, it's been interesting. Getting used to the Generation 3 battle mechanics too. But um, yeah, I guess the last thing I want to say, just as far as this goes, like when I was in Pokemon Hex, just clicking around because I mainly wanted that software to eventually give myself the event tickets to be able to get like Deoxys, Mew, Lugia, Ho-Oh. So that's how you put those
Yep.
into the game. So I'll do that eventually. Haven't yet, but also noticed that you can edit secret bases in that. So anybody that remembers this from Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, there are secret bases. You can make your own. You can use secret power on a tree or a little spot in the cave. You can go in there. You can decorate it with items and dolls and things that you collect throughout the game. But there's a feature called mixing records that if you connect with a link cable or the wireless adapter to other, like your friends' versions of the game, you can mix records and then their secret base appears in your game. And you can go in there, you can check it out. And at the time of when you mix records, you can go and click on their avatar and you can actually verse their team like in your own game.
Oh,
And you can do that once a day.
yeah, no.
And I've got really great memories of like grinding experience points against my friends Adam and Jordan. And I remember like their teams, like I said with Jordan, he was able to get a Milotic. So I remember that was one of his favorite Pokemon. That was like his lead Pokemon. And then my friend Adam, he was a big fan of Manectric, so he had him in his like party.
Yep.
So like yeah, I've got good memories of that. So with this software, I'm like, wait a minute, this is my forever save, and I'm basically looking to recreate what I had. I can reach out to these guys and be like, hey, what were your Pokemon again? Or, create a new one, and I'll put them back into the game. So I'm like, oh. So it sort of opened my mind to like, I'll put those
Cool.
I'll put those guys back in there, like, basically recreate what I had back when I was a kid with like my, like, I guess friends that I played Pokemon with the most. But then I can also put a bit of a call out there. So anybody listening, I would love to put your team into my Pokemon Emerald save file, my forever save file. So whether it's on Discord or social media or whatever have you, I would love to hear your team of 6 from Gen 1 to 3, and I'll put you in the game. So that'd be really cool to have some like listeners' teams in there, and also you too, Josh. I'd love to have your team in my Pokemon Emerald. So put together a team of 6.
6 Magic Harp with Everstones.
Well, if you don't make another one, I'll do that for you. Then I'll put I'll put that into the game.
and a Feebas and a Goldeen, and
just the fish
makes it a bit better doing that. just fish. Now I'll come back to you with some 6. So 6 from the first 3 gens.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, because obviously Gen 4 and onwards, it won't be in the game. So.
Won't be in the game. Yep. Nice. All right, I will send something to you.
Excellent. So yeah, when I start taking on the Battle Frontier, I think I'll stream it. I'll stream it on youtube.com/iDruby and see how that goes. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I can't wait just to dig into the battles, and I haven't done competitive battles in a long time, since like Sword and Shield, and like the mechanics of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are very different. Just going back to it, it doesn't have the physical special split, which is very interesting, because when I really got into competitive battling, that change had already happened. But in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, each type is either special or physical. Like every fire move, is a special. Then like every rock type is physical. So that's why Flareon was so bad in the earlier generations, because it's a physical attacker, but all of its moves are special. So yeah, it's interesting sort of learning that, like Swampert, a physical attacker. It's like you want Surf on him or something like that. It's not as good as his Earthquake, his Rock Slide, his like Double Edge and things like that. So yeah, it's just an interesting way of sort of like rethinking, like going back in time and like, all right, we've got older mechanics here. But it's also nice not having Mega Evolutions and Dynamax and just going back to like the pure gameplay
Pokemon,
of what it is.
How it used to be,
Yeah, how it used to be back in the day. But yeah, so yeah, I dare say I'll be playing this throughout the next couple of weeks. Will the obsession continue? Will I neglect brand new games? Find out in next week's episode of The House of Mario.
Probably. Drew, if they ever brought Emerald to Switch,
yes,
what would you like for that? Would you be happy with what a Fire Red, Leaf Green port was? Or would you want a bit more?
I mean, I wanted a bit more from Fire Red, Leaf Green, but yeah, I think it'll be good. Yeah, it'll be fine. Like that's what I expect. I wouldn't expect any more or any less. It'll be good to have some. I would have liked to have some more, I guess, quality of life features and stuff built into it rather than just like the ROM. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for Pokemon Emerald specifically is just like the new event where you go to Faraway Island. It was never officially released on English games. Like never, ever, ever. If you see an English Mew on Pokemon Emerald, it's been like injected like into the ROM. Like it's never been accessible to English like speaking players or whatever. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. That'll be massive because like with Fire and Leaf Green, very rare, but you were able to get those events if you were lucky enough to attend them. But yeah, Pokemon Emerald, never, ever, ever, ever have you been able to go to Faraway Island. So, I mean, that'd be a big one for that. So, I guess that's as far as my wishes go. But yeah, I wish a Pokemon could be moved back into the games. Like, I appreciate that Pokemon Home support is there for Fire and Leaf Green, but I don't like I want to keep my Pokemon there. I don't like the idea of them being able to like never return. But that's also the same with like Sword and Shield and older games. Like they seem to be converted once they go to Pokemon Home. They get converted and they can't go back for like older games that aren't like the current thing at the time. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fingers
Fair
crossed.
enough.
Fingers
It
crossed.
might happen one day. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Are you going to play some Pokemon Emerald when it comes to Switch? I'm going to say when. I'm not going to say if. I'm going to say when. Be Ruby and Sapphire first,
Um.
probably, but
Yeah. I'd definitely be all over it. Yeah. Like, Drew, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I don't know if I really like the Pokemon in Gen 3 that much. I think overall, I think they're not as good as the first two gens.
mm.
I think I like a couple, but like I think a lot of the Pokemon in Gen 3 I just never really gelled with. So it's one of those gens where I don't like as much as definitely you do.
Probably not.
I think 1 and 2 definitely really strong. So I just find it really interesting. Yeah, I just Gen 3 for me just never clicked as much as other gens did.
Mm. Yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. Like, I think
Yeah.
at the time, I didn't really experience this, but I think more like maybe older Pokemon fans, they were pretty upset with Generation 3, just how it got rid of like the day night cycle, not two regions. Like, there are some things on paper where I guess it would have been pretty disappointing, but yeah, for me, look, it's a lot of when it comes to like video games and nostalgia, this is like maximum nostalgia for me. So there's that, but even like playing it how I am now, it just I've just got like a new appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
what's
fair
this?
enough.
You sent through your
I've just sent
team.
you my stick.
All right. I'm gonna have to get rid of one.
About it as we've done it.
Gonna have to get rid of off. No, sorry, I read that wrong. You're all good. So Josh's team that he sent through that I'll be adding to my Pokemon Emerald is Snorlax, Gengar, Fortress. I read Fortress as Frostlass, so apologies for that, Josh.
Ah.
Glalie, Machamp, and Politoed. Politoed, nice. Oh, yeah, that was another one of Jordan's favorite Pokemon that he had. I remember he had a freaking mad Politoed. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I love Politoed. I just thought, because Poliwag, Whirl, and Wraith is like Wraith is such a boring evolution from Whirl, whereas Politoed is just like I love that. That's just so different and unique. So, these are some of my favorites. Like Glalie like the only Gen 3 Pokemon in there. Like,
really, that's such a random one too. I love it, but it's so random.
yeah, I don't know. I love that ice one. Yeah, so and then Snorlax and Gengar, they're like some of my favorite two Pokemon. Those two, so that's pretty simple. And then I don't know, I really like Machamp recently. Machamp's been one of my favorite recent Gen 1ers that I never really liked as a kid, but Machamp now I like. So there you go. Enjoy that 6.
Yeah, I mean, now that you've given me your 6, I wonder what my 6 would be. Now I'm actually like thinking about it. Like, what would my team be if somebody wanted to add me to their sacred base? Yeah, don't know. I've got a lot of favorite Pokemon, I think. But yeah, think, God damn it. I reckon I'll do Latias or Latios. I'll do Latias. That's my favorite Pokemon. I'll probably have a Hoenn starter. I got these figures. I need to get Torchic. I've got Mudkip and Trico on my desk all the time. They're like the Pokemon. I think they're Pokemon Selects figures. I got one from EB Games. So I'm like, oh, that looks cute. So I bought that. And then I was in Kmart and I saw Trico. I'm like, oh, I'll get Trico. And I just need Torchic now. The OCD's like, I'm missing one. And it was frustrating because there was a Torchic in the EB Games, but I decided not to spend too much money and not get it. Now I look back at Sensible Drew and I say, God damn it, you bastard. You sort of spent $25 on that Torchic. I'll go Trico. I'll start with Trico, I think. Get a Sceptile. Yep. See, I just, like you say, like, you're not that fond of all the Gen 3 Pokemon. I'm very fond of them, Josh. I love that.
Definitely.
Definitely my favorite set of starters. Yeah, no, I'll think about it. I'll come back to you.
Think about it. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be stalling too long when I'm trying to. But yeah, no,
it's swapping and changing.
Yeah, but don't want this one. Oh no. analysis paralysis. So yeah, that is why I haven't played as much Pokopia. I've been playing a 20-year-old game. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with it. I think this would be a great way to sort of jump off this topic and start ending the show, Josh. We got a question from Zach in the Discord, and just a shout out to Zach and anybody else who wants to join the Discord. You can join the iDruby Homestead. There's a link in the show notes wherever you're watching or listening to this, and you can leave a letter in the letterbox where we read on the show. And Zach says, "Do you guys think you have already played your favorite game of all time?" And this was a question that came through on the 5th. So a few days ago. And when it came through, I'm like, whew, that's a midlife crisis inducing question there, Zach. Are you doing this on purpose? We're in our, we're all the same age here. We're like early 30s. Are you trying to bring on something? Bit of a mental health crisis? Buy a brand new car? Just really question our gaming tastes? Will it get better than it has right now? And I've
How dare you, Egmont? How dare you?
Yeah, you
You're making
bastard.
us feel like our best gaming days are behind us, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Nice. Well, I've gushed about my favorite game for the last 15, 20 minutes. So I'd love to hear from you, Josh. Your favorite game of all time. What is it to start off with, and will it get better than that? Or do you see something coming out and just blowing you away?
I, yeah, like I don't know what my favorite game is because I feel like it always fluctuates all the time. Anything like Metroid related, or Earthbound, or a Pokemon game like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, even Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Like I love all those games so much. I just don't know. A Symphony of the Night, I just don't know what my favorite game is at any one time. Metroid Prime, oh man, it just changes all the time. So, and then I love Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. I love like those last two because it really changed the Zelda formula and made it more approachable to me. And then I've been able to enjoy the other Zelda games because of that. So, I really love those games for that reason too. There's like an extra bonus thing going on. I would like to think as we keep going on, technology and the design of games gets better and better, and the games become more high quality. But as you said off air, Drew, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be your favorite game. And as we're getting older, are we going to appreciate these games less and less? I don't know. Other things get in the way. Maybe you don't get as much time as you did as a 10-year-old back in the day to play these amazing releases when they come out. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe yes, but I'm hoping that that's not the case because I think some of the gaming moments I've had in the last 8 years with Switch have definitely at least at times overtaken, but definitely been as good as the games I played as a kid. So who's to say it can't be done again in the future? What do you think?
It's a tough one. I think there's a lot of factors in there. Like one of my favorite games of all time, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And like what goes into your favorite game isn't just like, oh, this is the Metacritic score. It's a good game, so it is my favorite. Like so much goes into it. Like with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I think about, finishing school, walking to Bryce's place before badminton. Because we played badminton together when we were in high school, and we'd go there and we'll smash out some Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and that's when we were like, we just played against each other like so much. We learned each other like on the back of our hands, and certain characters were able to like counter each other and all this. Like we just played that game so much, and I think about those memories and the vibes that game gave off. And it was just, I think about it and I love that game because of it. Is it a perfect game? Does it have random tripping and some other things that on paper it's like, oh, it's a bit frustrating? Yes, it does. Is it better than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Like, no. Like, Ultimate is just full of characters. It's like the dream Smash Bros. Game. If that was out back then, that would have blown our minds. But as much as I love Smash Ultimate, we weren't able to have that same experience with it. Like, Bryce, when the game came out, he had kids and all this stuff. I wasn't going over there and playing it like we were when we were kids. So, like, while I probably would prefer Ultimate over it, I certainly don't have the same nostalgia lens when I think about that game. I think about the game as like a quality product, and like, I did have a lot of fun with it and had multiplayer nights and all that, but very different to Super Smash Bros. Brawl and even Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. Like, yeah, that was still like that era of my life, my early 20s, with not quite as much going on, not as many responsibilities in that I have now. So yeah, it ebbs and flows with that. But I think another reason as well, like I talk about Pokemon Emerald, how much I love it. I played it so many times when I was a kid, and think back to what my game collection was back in 2005, or even the years afterwards, 2007 and all of that, when I was playing this. And my Game Boy Advance was like, I had Pokemon, a Digimon game, maybe Mario Kart, Super Circuit, and that was it. Whereas my Switch and my Switch 2, that's got a library on it, like 400 games on like digital. I've got so much choice. And this might be a little bit unique to just, I guess, covering Switch over the, last 8 years. It's just like, you always want to be playing something. You always want to be moving on. You don't spend anywhere near as much time in the one title as you did as a kid. Like, there's just things are just so much slower. You're able to take it in much more. So my honest answer for this is that there is definitely, I feel like there's definitely potential for me to play my next favorite game. Because realistically, my favorite game, my most recent favorite game that got up to the top was Tears of the Kingdom. And that was a game that I took time with. It's also a series that I'm very familiar with and love, and all of that as well. So I had the advantage with that. But that was a game that was able to reach those heights for me. And I suspect that there's going to be more Zelda games, more Mario games in the future that are top quality, that really make us raise our eyebrows. And they certainly can evoke those emotions from me. And even stuff like, for me, The Last of Us Part 2, that blew me away when I first played it in 2020. Like, just the storytelling and the emotional roller coaster that game takes you on. So I have favorite games within this decade. So I don't feel like it's impossible, but I think a lot of us get lost in maybe trying to play games a little bit too fast. And I'm speaking this out so I can say it to myself. And this is something I've been wanting to rectify just with my journaling and stuff this year. But yeah, I feel like just we need to slow down, be more intentional with our games that we play. If we don't enjoy it, maybe drop it. But like, if you're really enjoying Pokopia and it's got so much content in it, you're going to be able to play that for the rest of the year. And that could easily become one of your favorite games of all time. And like, whatever game it is, just, give it the time it deserves. And I feel like it's not because of being a kid or having that kid's point of view. It's just purely because we took more time with the games we had because we were just so limited. And maybe we need to return a little bit more to that. It is tough sometimes, Josh, because we're like, oh, look, next week another Nintendo game comes out, got to play that, cover it. That's sort of the excuse we give ourselves, even though it's just like, a small podcast that doesn't, it's not like serious or anything, but we try to keep up, and a lot of that comes from just our desire to keep up. But there's on YouTube especially, and if you're like me and you're listening to podcasts and there's lots of game recommendations and new games coming out, you sort of want to keep up. You want to put your toe in each one and have a try. But I think that ultimately leads to a lot of the burnout a lot of people are facing. Like, there's a lot of people saying, oh, gaming's not the same, it sucks. It's not the same as like the Nintendo 64 days and when I had a PS2 and when things are more simple. I feel like those people just need to slow down and choose the games that they actually want to play rather than trying to keep up, because we're in the best era we are right now. Like you can play all those retro games in the best ways, in portable ways, that you ever could. You can choose only a couple of brand new games each year and focus on backlog, and the world's your oyster. It's just
Just play Roblox for
that's right.
20 hours a month.
Just play Roblox. That could be your next
Buy
favorite
nothing else.
game. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what the kids do.
Oh dear, not Roblox. So look, when I look at these games the kids are playing, Josh, I'm like, look, I'm getting old. Don't worry about it. I look at that though. I'm like, no, that just looks like shit. Just yeah, it looks like crap. They're trying to take your money. Apparently, there's pedophiles all over it. It's like, I don't know. I don't say it, man. My kids won't be playing it.
Yeah,
They'll be
you
playing
make
some
some
real
good.
stuff.
You make some good points though. Yeah, like it's we are spot for choice right now, aren't we? There's a lot going on, a lot of things we could be playing and having access to, and I think definitely at times you probably feel like because of that you don't take the time to enjoy the stuff that you really do. And yeah, like you said, as a kid, some like you didn't have pocket money as a younger kid, and your Christmas and your birthday would be the times when you get those games. And so and for someone like me, my birthday is a week after Christmas, so it was all like pretty
Oh,
nice and heavy at one time of year, and then pretty barren after that. Whereas you Drew, you were a bit more like spaced out. Every 6 months you get something at least. So
yeah.
it'd all depend, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, mine's very well spaced out in the middle of June. So I'm like, look, that's why I popped out when I did, Josh. I'm like, look, I got to have a bit of space in between Christmas for my video games, mum.
Yeah, that's
Mum.
right. I got to be alive for this first Nintendo Direct in June in the 1990. I won't say the year, but
Don't give away my age.
you
Somebody
know
be
the
able to
one
fill it
back
out on a
then.
form.
That's right.
I was actually a
Just need you
month.
fully dressed up.
I was born a month early. I was meant to be born in July, but I came a bit early, Josh. So maybe I really did just push my way out.
Can't tell it all, Drew. Definitely can't tell it all.
Yeah, it was like, oh, that's why it's a bit stunted. It's like, yes, that's why. That's
No,
why.
not at all. 8 months. Yeah, that's interesting. You're quite early. Yeah.
Mm, I
You,
was
you're just ready, man. Ready to go.
I was back to front. Apparently, yeah, no shit. I was a cesarean. I was yep,
Oh, had to get you out.
yep. Get that big boy out of their guts. He wants to be. In 2012, he wants his birthday on the same day Gravity Rush came out.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I get him out. Gravity Rush will come out in another, how long was it? 16 years. Wow. Crazy stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about this I guess conversation we've had, will you experience your next favorite game, or will it be just drenched in nostalgia and you'll have no emotional happiness for the rest of your life? Let us know in the iDruby Homestead in the general
Yeah,
chat.
do it.
Yeah, and if it's too dark, maybe keep it to yourself. Maybe message a therapist, not the Discord. But Josh, anything else you'd like to get off your chest before we smack the door shut and kick everyone out the house, Mario?
I am going to be playing a lot more Pokopia, so I hope everyone wants to hear about that over the next few weeks. Get ready, strap yourself in.
Yeah, I feel like you and I were sort of in a spot where it's like, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Emerald and I will be playing Pokopia. And you're going to be doing the same. So it's just going to be like, strap in. Strap in, everyone.
Happy Mario Day for tomorrow.
True. Happy birthday, Mario. You're a good boy. It was not that it's your birthday,
Yeah.
but it's your marketing day Nintendo's come up with to sort of push some merchandise. So yeah, I mean, happy Mario Day, Mario. Good on you, mate. There's some
Yep.
there's some
From the House
deals
of
on.
Mario. Happy birthday, Mario.
Yeah, House of Mario. He's all right. We're the House of Pokemon the last couple of days, a couple of weeks, aren't we?
Yes, and we make no apologies for that whatsoever.
No apologies.
None.
No.
None.
Maybe after a month we're like, oh, yeah, we are. We're sorry now.
I mean, if I did a month of like Star Fox or WarioWare or something really niche, then maybe I'd apologize. But so many people love Pokemon that sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. And it's so diverse too, like just like looking at just all the different niches within it. Like obviously there's the cards where like that's whole business is built around that, but then there's the games and even what I was talking about with Nostalgic Nighthawk, his whole channel just being based around like him journaling his Gen 3. Like there's so many different avenues you can like focus on. So yeah, no, it's a fun franchise. I definitely feel rejuvenated, Josh. Whenever Pokemon came up before, I was always like, just like a physical sigh comes out of me when I think about like, some of the more current stuff. But yeah, I just need to be a Pokemon boomer. Just play the old shit.
Yeah. Nice.
All good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, thank you very much for listening to what I assume was episode 353. I think it was. I'm not quite sure. Really do appreciate it. But we're going to play it out with the battle theme for the legendary Pokemon for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. So get amongst it. But until next time, guys, the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. We'll catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.